Peace, fam. General Banks from ABA. Today's video is going to be on shit hit the fan items. These are items that I think that you should have when shit hit the fan in order to survive. Let's get into it. Peace. Okay, let's get into it. These are the items that I think that you should have when shit hit the fan in an emergency situation. If you have to bug out your house and you're in the woods and you're bunkered down somewhere and you're trying to survive. First item, of course, bug out bag. Make sure you have a bug out bag with tourniquets, dry foods, everything that you need, water supply, everything that you need in your bug out bag to survive for a couple days at least. We're not gonna go over the items that I have in my bag, that will be another video, but I do have dry foods and things like that in here. I have medical care, I have lights, lighters, fire starting tools, things like that. That's in my bug out bag. So number one would be a bug out bag. Next item would be a quality handgun. A handgun that you can take to war with you, that'll hold up and that's very reliable and accurate. I would have to go with a Glock. I think everybody should own a Glock. Another thing that's special about the Glock, you can have a 21 round magazine. You can stick a drum in there and now you got 50 rounds. This is definitely a good weapon. This is definitely a good side piece, secondary weapon for battle, emergency situations, self-defense, and things like that. And just reliability reasons, the Glock is everything you need. Next up on the list, everybody's favorite, AR-15. It could be an AR-15, it could be an AK-47, it doesn't matter. Any combat rifle, I think everybody should have a combat rifle. Doesn't matter if it's a 16-inch like this. In fact, I built this one myself from scratch. Some of you on Facebook probably saw the photos. But yeah, that's my AR-15. I think every American should have an AR-15. This is good for hunting. This is also good for self-defense. You can take down deer, bear, things like that with a 5.56 round. So AR-15 would be next on the list, or an AK-47. Next up, I'm gonna have to go with another AR. It don't have to be an AR. This is a 22. 22 is great for small game hunting. So, you know, if you find yourself out there in the woods and you need to catch small game, this will do it. Comes with a 30 round magazine. You can get additional mags for this. This is actually a Colt AR-15 22. Very reliable, will hold up in all situations. Great gun, again, 22. With the right shot placement, you can take a deer if you have to. This will be a great rifle for self-defense. Like if your child's with you or something, or your wife, she can't handle a lot of recoil, you want to pass her to 22 or pass the kids to 22, and there you go. Next up on the list, I would have to say a shotgun. Get yourself a nice shotgun. I did a video on shotguns. We talked about the stopping power of a shotgun. A lot of stopping power here. For sure, you're gonna take down bears with slugs, things like that. Great self-defense weapon. Very versatile with the ammunition that you can buy for this, so you can get multiple rounds, different kind of rounds for a different type of game that you want to take. Different self-defense ammunition that comes with 12 gauge. So 12 gauge is one of the best weapons to carry with you. You can go bird hunting to bear hunting with a shotgun. So 12 gauge especially is nice. I have other shotguns like 20 gauge, things like that. Those will do too as well. But 12 gauge, and these are the main weapons that I recommend. And it don't have to be in this order. I have other weapons I could have pulled out, but these are the basics. Another one, next up on the list, get yourself a quality BB gun. You don't know how important BB guns are. You'd be surprised how important a BB gun is. I could take, again, small game with this. Anything from birds, squirrels, stuff like that, rabbits. And I still save my ammunition in my 22. I still have rounds left for self-defense and things like that. BBs, shit, you can get 1,000 BBs for like $4 or $5. They're real cheap, pellets real cheap. So you can load up on these. And if shit hit this fan situation, this will be an item that I'll take with me. Because again, I'm a hunter, and this will be an excellent gun for small game and to help you save ammunition while you're out there trying to survive. The excellent training tool as well. I do train with this rifle. I practice on breathing, things like that, and holding steady and just sight picture and stuff like that with the BB gun that you can practice with at home. So this is an all-around weapon as well. And if this is all you have, believe me, you can't get somebody off you with the BB gun. Nobody wants to get hit with a BB gun, trust me. It's not recommended for self-defense, but if this is all you had on you at the time, you can defend yourself, especially against animals with this. Next up on the list, the machete. You have to get you a machete or a quality knife, something that won't bend and break. If you're out there in a shit hit the fan situation and you find yourself in the woods or something and you had to bug out, you had to bunker down in the woods, this is a great weapon and tool to have on you. On the back side, you have the saw to cut limbs down. The front part, of course, you have the blade. If you have to defend yourself, again, this is a good defensive weapon to get people off you, to stop the attackers. You know, you practice the chopping methods and your fighting techniques with your blade, and you're good to go. This is very useful. You can open cans with this and things like that. You cut your fish up, whatever you catch out there in the wild. This is gonna help you out a lot. So get yourself a quality blade. Machete, I recommend machetes. They're known to last and not break. They got some nice swords out there, but if you go the sword route, make sure you get a quality sword and a real deal sword. Because swords can break during fights and chopping things. So you're gonna get you a nice quality sword. Machetes is the way to go. Another universal weapon would be my bow. Again, I'm a hunter. This is a bear bow. You don't have to get an expensive bow like this. This did cost me a lot of money, but I've been shooting bows for a while. And I've been hunting for a while. So, you know, I'm more advanced with the bow than most people are. Quality sights. You don't have to get this level of a bow and arrow. I mean, of a compound bow. I do recommend getting a compound bow. They do have triggers. This is a trigger that you use just like a firearm. When I'm drawing back, all I have to do is pull my trigger and the arrow goes flying. Another great self-defense weapon and a hunting weapon. If shit hit the fans, this will be going with me. I will grab my bow. I do have a sling where you put it on your back and just carry it. I have cases as well. Everybody should learn how to hunt, man, and everybody should learn how to shoot a bow. It could be a recurve bow, whatever, straight bow, long bow, it doesn't matter with the bow. I recommend compound bow, but I do know how to shoot a long bow and curve bow as well. Again, you can take everything from bear, you can fish, you can put a reel on here and fish with this as well. You can catch deers, raccoon, anything you need to catch with this, turkey, whatever. Another great weapon, and another great survival tool I have with you is a compound bow. So besides the weapons we saw here today, there's other weapons, get you some mace, things like that. They have all kind of other items that you can buy. I just wanted to show you some of the basic items that I have for shit the fan. Yeah, these weapons get heavy, that's why it's good to work out, get in physical shape. So that's why it's important to eat right, stay in shape, work out, your physical training as well as your firearm training. And just be prepared for the worst if shit hit the fan. If you noticed all of the items that I showed you, they're actually great survival tools for getting food, also defending yourself. So that's why I show these weapons, because they are universal weapons and you can use them to defend yourself and you can use them to get food to feed yourself. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. I appreciate everybody that's been subscribing, tuning in to me. Black Power, and let's get our survival skills up. Let's get our tactics up. Let's get our mind right. Just stay in the fight and never in the fight. We out.